Sanje Chedan Zoje Jana La Shanja Pada Dana Jasum Che Dake Chiche Jeve Zana Rola Pencho Sanje Reba Jo Sanje Chedan Zoje Jana La Shanja Pada Dana Jasum Dake Chiche Jeve Zana Je Rola Pencho Sanje Reba Jo Sanje Chedan Zoje Jana La Shanja Pada Dana Jasum Okay, Chishe Jebe Sono Jin, Rola Pencho Sanjin Okay, good evening. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
You guys hear? Everyone here, right? I don't know, my network or you guys' network, someone's network is not very good. But everyone here? Good or bad? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Okay, good. Okay, everyone's thumbs down, good. Okay, what are we going to talk? It's a difficult time, difficult moment for everyone. But we can say this is the worst time, but this is we can take also good time to more pray, more practice. Also spend more time with your families, your friends. Therefore, we can take like this like vacation. Secondly, very sad, like more than 2 million people have the symptoms right now. More than 100,000 people lost their life. And Ando Lamram Nairo, Kevin Tama Shiva, and Dibin Tama Trava, Sobe Tama Sabbath euros. The Namjung also Sharati, Tosha Legumar, that Tandeka Hoptica Lenating, and the Chigi Namdrada, Shanado, Tokudua.
So just like you said in the Lamrim teaching, that the end of the life is death, and the end of the gathering is separation, the end of the accumulation is exhaustion. So like that, so this is really true. Normally, it's really difficult for us to think about it. But right now, when we're in this situation where death is happening everywhere, it's easy to see, that it is really true that end of the life is death.
제가 안에 간제 안에 깨질라 때는 것도 쉬고 그랬습니다.
And so the death also happens, by depending on the cause and condition. So we have to depend on some kind of condition, for us to die.
세상에도 호흡 같은데 고난가도 참아 샘나 지금 남라라 샤마죠. 남중가도 로레레 나라야 아메리카나 무사심시로서도.
So right now, when we hear such a big death happening in a big number like this, we get surprised. But usually it says like normally, there's like always, people die. So many, people die. Like in America, there's about 3 million deaths every year.
That's true. 제자배나 아니 분명히 고막 캔슬 그 돈에 배나 몸물에다 돈으로 써도 로레 나라야.
And so just for women, who are dying of breast cancer, it's over 100,000, they said, every year. Is it right?
제타 아니 다 드네지는 남주나 가도 개 초고요만 가도 신경만 가도 고요만 소소기지 아니 빈장으로 남이당 대화 드네지 토나마도 가도 다 믹스 남주 초고요 말았어.
So normally we don't hear that, or even if we hear, we don't pay much attention. We only care when someone very close to us, like from someone from our family, from our relatives, brother, sister, somebody from one's family, when they pass away, when they go through this kind of diseases and they pass away, then only we think about it that way. Otherwise, normally there's so many people dying every day, but we don't think it that way.
제장아야 단대들이 거는 아니다 소소 가탕에데 제다 장수직 샘라 남라다 셔나 아니 된대 마야오치도 계시다 그러더라고.
And so what I'm talking about here, is so that you don't get, all these worries and fear about the situation.
제자가 아니 소소고 초르다 마초르지 그래 맞아. 단대 내서도 다 니마 딱 봐요 돼요.
And so it's just the difference is only that one feel or not. Otherwise, this kind of situation is happening every day.
Okay. 근데 이제 고텔야 미세가 신나다 남라메 같이 옛날야 서습제대 단대가 뺏는 것이 뭐 장도.
And so therefore, no need to worry and fear so much about it. But of course, have to be very careful. Follow the hygiene rules. Be careful and precautious. Do all the things that's necessary to stop yourself from getting harmed as much as possible.
제장 앞에 나가서 저 미치게 나사대 나야게 레사샤요네 깬도 많다는 나가 말해.
So even if we have the karma to get this disease, but if we don't meet with the condition, we will not be able to get the disease.
제다 다 네가 간에 깬데 가래래 다 아니 지금 간제 바로 미담이냠도 파 마투야다 다 다르보데 대차되게 그러고서.
So what is the condition? The condition, is coming in contact with the people who have the virus, or contact with the place where there's a virus. So so to avoid the condition, we stay away from the people and stay away from the environment, the place where there is more risk of this virus.
어제 두세 안에 된대지 안에 된대지네 삼로 땅에 식당에 샘바자 첨보 자 최산에 삼로도 나가서 샘라 미세게 안에 남도다 도바다 안에 지금 시나다 감라케 레가 말했어.
So if you think broadly like this, then you will not have much fear or anxiety.
제장아도 남백의 추징해지나 다 단대 qablan 거네 샘라 미세게 지금 감라다 대추는 다 무거워 그래.
So if you are really a Dharma practitioner, then at this time, you should not have any anxieties or any worry, fear about this.
I'm not saying you guys are anxiety, okay? I'm sure you guys are very calm. 어떻게 다 대셔당긴 로탄도 그러고 같은데 자 답변아 대리네 집에 뭐 니마 작 질라야 단대 갖고 뭐 돈쇼 된데 바지 찍을 하야 말했어.
So from now, for next 100 years, right? In 100 years from now, in 100 years, so none of these 7 billion people in this world will be alive.
제가 안에 딱고 내게 내 차단 직행은 로타 개변 타바 쳐봐서 되고 아니 단 직행은 로타레스 못하면 로타.
So this is the way of life, the way of the life of the world. That the end of the life is death.
다 telengando 다 가르쳐요래서나 다 가도 남배 춘에 가르기 팬도나 소소 개와 되나 그 시가 시대 시유가 냠도 킨도와도 개와다 뭐 개와 일이라 그러스.
And so from the Buddhist point of view, what is most beneficial, at the time of death, is the Dharma practice. So only thing that we can take with us is the virtuous and non-virtuous actions.
제가 고급도서네 소소고 개와 직접도나 빼면서 약보요래.
And by grabbing this situation or opportunity or a situation, if you can even accumulate one virtue, that's the profit for yourself.
제가 다 단대가 가라서 잠벌레가 섬제 참아 지 동아에 와다 가서 라트에 남중에 나도 섬제다 저 동아제 저다 트러블치 람나 나도 섬제라 라트에 요거요 말. 다 단대 가라 나도 오늘 라트에도 와.
And so now, when we think about wishing others to be free from the suffering, then it really, we really understand that. And normally we don't understand. We just recite, may all beings be happy, may all beings be free from suffering and cause of suffering, but we don't really understand that. But now, looking at the situation, we really understand it. So now the over 100,000 people have already passed away because of this virus. So I'm not saying that this is not dangerous or no need to worry about and no need to be careful with this, but the fact is that most of the people who have passed away because of this virus is people who already have underlying health condition or someone who is very old and their immune systems are very weak like that, right? So most of the people and so this virus becomes like a condition, of all the other things, this adds like the condition, for their death. And so thinking about the situation and especially dedicating for the people who are suffering and who have passed away because of this, even if you recite one single mala and a mantra, then that's going to be beneficial for yourself and for others, and that is one thing that you can take with you when you die. So Geshe said he stayed home and tried to recite 10,000 Om Mani Padme Hum every day. He tried to recite that. And so if you do, make yourself busy, with some kind of commitment like that, then your time goes fast, very fast. So you struggle, so, you struggle not. Candice? So you struggle, to get the time, time to finish your things, because you have too many things. You have made a commitment to do things, so you just like other times, you have to struggle to find more time to do your things. So just like that, if you make yourself, some commitment, to do some prayers, that many time, this many time, or this long, then you divide the time and time goes very fast. Otherwise, if you just keep on looking on your phone and say, look at the news, and then so, oh, what's happening? And then you look at them, there's no good news at all at this time. It's all bad news, and that makes you even more worried, and more stressed. And so it's worse. So it's better not, to spend too much time looking at the news. And so instead, if we think about the situation, and especially people who are going through some kind of suffering, and aiming those beings, and then developing loving kindness, compassion, that would be really helpful. So His Holiness also advised, that if you have that thought, then that's what's going to be most beneficial for yourself and for others.
Okay,
and so by keeping those advices in the mind, and then now we go on the war. And and so even if you are healthy, and you think nothing's going to happen to you, but think about others. By thinking about others, and keep yourself healthy, and keep yourself in a distance from socializing. So that's by thinking about others.
제가 내려 가면 something 다 남주인은 알아서 보내 자급 파도 찍질라 nye 추수가 뭐도 찍질라 와요시 찍질라야 가진 투바죠 세리트비 책이 어려웠어. 다 단대 갈란 거네 참아라 따따 찍바 나사디가 아니 나사디 찍발래긴도 다 티고네 타네 찍 샘체 참바 대반도 누가 먼저 봐 징토에 받은 거네 가서 라트게도 와.
So normally, usually, the countries, they fight with each other, right? The more powerful one, look down on the less powerful ones, and they, try to, take over those countries, and they try to harm, and so they always, trying to. But now everybody's just, worried about this. So nobody's thinking about that thing at all now. They're all worried about how to get over this one. So this is this shows that all the people in this world now are same, equal in wanting to be free from this suffering, and not wanting to be free from this suffering. So they're all equally same now.
제가 나중에 애니 가르나 가서 나베 추는라 간식 땡주 마베 추가해봐만 샘제 참마 간식 응부 참마 시제 참마 티는데 다 샘제 참마 찍지 봐 땡데야 되는 가서 미 참마 군두가 되는 송어당 가서 소셜 애니멀 해서도 다 송원에 단다라테 연구도 왔어.
So just like His Holiness says that we are all social elements, that sentient beings are all dependent. I mean, especially sentient beings and especially the human beings in this world are all dependent on each other.
제가 아니 가시고 아니 간터 아니 간도 샤쇼 노쇼 로쇼 참아 멋지게 가지 미간가 찍힌 레와야 봐지 닉땡도 왔어.
And so all the people from different part of the world, whether from the west or east or south or west, north, they're all dependent on each other.
빼차지는 배는 미치게 sabza 마체와 때는 미똥tra 몸보라 나사도 구용하다. 미치게 sabza 제발 때는 미똥tra 트타 몸보고 야 지금 안 속줘야 레기도.
And so because of one person, being careless, right? Being careless, so many people, thousands of people get into a danger of this disease. And because of one person being careful, so many people, thousands of people are free from the danger of this disease, like that. So it depends on each other, like that.
제가 팅아도 땐데서 파튼 저와여에서 등아도 거의 레기도 했어.
And so from there, do you gain some understanding, about dependent arising?
You want some water, tea? Okay. 어디 두지는 삼로다. 근데다 다 네가 나중에 semje 맞아는 게 다다니면 semje 탐주어야 돼. 마세데 나도 남배 추나 마세데 체리가 수수까지 제시를 했어. 근데 semje 참아 대단 빼자고 그러고. 제자 semje 참한 거는 나도 지까지 체냐면 봐. 아니 지금 레와요나原因말이 지금 통고도 와.
And so these are all sentient beings, they're all equally same, and the same for us. They have all been our mothers, they have been equally kind and equally harmed us, so they're all equal to us.
Okay. 데 답대체 당은 로당도 근데 당에 차라서 쉬어라. 미신도 우리 쉬어 고거래 대랑감라 스케치만 대체 당 이팅 로당지레스.
And so what I want to say is that you hear people, that people have died, and you see people die, and that's there's no need to be so stressed about that, and no need to be so tensed about that, because that's the way of life, right? Like I mentioned, and at the end we all have to die.
텔레 콘소 셈나 트레네야 많은 친구 진도와나 때대 팽기 어려워.
Instead of being stressed or tensed about their death, instead of being that, if you just recite Om Mani Padme Hum, maybe even if one mala of Om Mani Padme Hum, that will definitely help them.
And talo talongema jaga doje de la jarambucha sonje na jarambucha sonso. And the shetangi ngado manu de na penge te na ne ge sosu ga min dig chende san min to ba na tende penge de sonso ta ngado jarambucha ta tema kelen ko ba.
So His Holiness mentioned this in his teaching, in his last teaching in Bodh Gaya. And so when he gave a teaching, he said, generally, if you recite Om Mani Padme Hum, it's very beneficial. And especially if you recite it by aiming at someone, then it's going to be really, really beneficial. So, of course, His Holiness, the Lama, is someone that we see as a valid person, a figure, right? And so, of course, we have to believe in that.
어제 대제 tinta ngado 드리치도 제네 제대 제가 발라는 ngado 많아 사긴다스.
And so today, so we're going to recite Om Mani Padme Hum from 8 to 8:30, okay?
어제 다 되네 다 가상 디마라 뇨라서 왔을 때마 사마 속인다스 가상.
And then before that, let's clear that issue we had of this text, right?
Okay. 다 가서 되는 망해려면 간제 아니 되게 관련돼 이제 돈이라 쓰면 돈이라 쓰지다 냐바주에 년된 돈로 다 니돈라 쓰지다 냐바주에 년된 돈로 다바데 아니 년된 돈로 받지 말아야 말이 년된 돈로 남달라야 말이스 얘나 년된 돈로 레스 나도 랍사야 바스.
And so we talked about the exalted wisdom of meditative Gupais, and meditating on the emptiness or on the non-duality, is not the uninterrupted path, and neither uninterrupted path nor the liberated path, right? But it is the exalted wisdom of meditative Gupais.
당에 지나도 가서 돈이라 쓰지다 냐바주에 년된 돈로데 년된 돈로 받지 말아 레스 가르나 안에 돈이다 다메레 생각하비 바스. 등에 지나서 봐 따뜻하다 말이야 바스.
So last time we Geshe mentioned that the hero's path of seeing, because 냐도 토론 벌지면은
니네 돈을 받지 말아야 말이야 남달라야 말이야. 돈이라 쓰지다 냐바주에 년된 돈로데.
냐도 토론 알레. So the hero's path of seeing, meditating on the emptiness, is neither uninterrupted nor the liberated path, right, or path of release, right? But it is the hero's path of seeing, right? But it's the hero's path of seeing, and Geshe said, it is the uninterrupted path of the hero's path of seeing, because it is a selflessness. Meditating on emptiness is the same as meditating on selflessness, because emptiness is selflessness, right?
That's where
the confusion was, right? So even though emptiness, is selflessness, but when you are meditating on emptiness, it's not necessarily meditating on selflessness. And so, but it is, but it is selflessness. Then it doesn't matter, So it says, we say non-perversion, but which means it doesn't matter. Even if it is selflessness, doesn't mean that when you meditate on emptiness, you have to be meditating on selflessness.
아니 딱 가져. 배나. 배나데 내 마우스데 데만 맞춰 봐려 왔어. 난 내도나 데만 맞춰 또 고고 말아 왔어.
So just like the mouse, that mouse, computer mouse, is non-existing truly, right? But when you know the mouse, doesn't mean that you know. When you realize the mouse, doesn't mean that you realize lack of true existence.
Okay, so
even though mouse is lack of true existence, but when you realize the mouse, doesn't mean you realize the lack of true existence.
So
just like that, even if it is selflessness, when you meditate on it, it's not necessarily meditating on selflessness.
Oh, teach. Ta yemba yana te rayet chibe damela nyamba shagres. Tonila teach the nyamba chibe nyindi thola tiga rayet chibe damela teach the nyamba shaba res te kelengo res.
But the the hero's path of seeing, meditating on the emptiness, is meditating on the selflessness. Is meditating on the selfness, which is its object.
Te go was.
That is necessary, right?
Karichina a rayet chibe damela teach the nyamba shide nyindi thola nyamba shi teni bas kaza ige kali wa.
And because that is the meditative equipoise, right? So that's the meditative equipoise.
Nyindi thola nyamba shi.
So that's the meditative equipoise. So the exalted wisdom of the meditative equipoise, of the hero's path of seeing, right? And so therefore, if it is that, then it has to be meditating on the selflessness, which is its own, which is its object.
Okay, that is what chaswa.
Is that clear now?
Rayet chibe dame malabna anin Tonila teach the nyamba chibe nyindi thola nyamba shi te nyindi thola nyamba shi maing chandu res.
And if you don't say, if it is not the meditating on the selflessness, which is its object, then you'll have to say that the hero's path of seeing, meditating on the emptiness, is not hero's path of seeing.
Okay, teza rayet chibe damela teach the nyamba shi yin damela teach the nyamba shi maing tu kelen shi res.
So you have to make it clear by saying that it is meditating on the selflessness, and which is object, but not meditating on selflessness.
Okay, what did this what chaswa was?
Is that clear now?
Ta na jinga ranga ngokaji denza kadaw nginye to chago mares.
And also like that, it has to be the actual antidote, of is the accord, the delusion, right? Occurred in a delusion.
Can you hear?
Well, I just want to clarify, but we're still talking about the meditative equipoise that is neither the uninterrupted path. So then, so in that case, it wouldn't have to be the antidote to the acquired afflictive obscurations, correct?
Yes. So that's what Geshe was trying to say, because the meditating on the emptiness, and the exalted wisdom of meditative equipoise, meditating on emptiness, is not uninterrupted path.
Exactly. Okay.
It's not.
Yep.
And so it's not because the reason. One of the reasons is because it's not the actual antidote.
Exactly. Okay. Great.
Okay. Karesana tendrega nyedi tonila techi de jime nyedi thola nyamje kiyo kala denza kada pansares teni kawati denza kada pansare.
So the reason why is because it is not an actual antidote, to that, because the acquired delusion is already abandoned, at the time when you are meditating on emptiness.
Karesana nyedi thola tambo kiyo da nyedi thola pache malores. To nyamba chade ores.
And so the first the path of seeing, when you first achieve the path of seeing, it is the uninterrupted path, the path of seeing.
And te nyamba chanja shani ene denza kada kadipana nyedi to namala chano ina tanda nyamba chade ores.
And so by applying that actual antidote, to the delusion, when it has overcome, the delusion, then that's when you achieve the path of release. The path of release, but you're still in meditative equipoise.
Ta tani jini ane ta nyamjale telane jetala ngado yata yalan gores tele jeta shando gores.
So then after the path of release, then you come out of the meditation, So that's called the subsequent attainment, right? Subsequent attainment, and so that's you're already out of the meditation. That's called the subsequent, the exalted wisdom of subsequent attainment.
Ta tani ti jila tani pa tomba nyeta nitola nyamba shagyo o tani da labdo tani.
And then after that, then you meditate on either emptiness or non-duality. So that kind of the wisdom, exalted wisdom, of meditative equipoise, meditating on emptiness or non-duality.
Okay. That is what I saw.
Okay, is that clear now?
Okay, that is it. What Kazan right to Dame Lagur called negative terrace.
And so they also mention about that, meditating on exalted wisdom or meditating on emptiness, is not meditating on selflessness, but is meditating on selflessness, which is his object.
Okay, that's it. That and you don't teach the number you need to turn things, but
And so the same applies, to the non-duality. Okay.
Okay. That what the needed to number like needed on jetosh thing to what needed to number lave needed debang to catch Raja the college engage you needed on jetosh thing is the water in the what? Can you find Jennifer?
What are you looking for?
So there's in page 19.
Yeah.
In the second paragraph, from the top, it says the definition of an exalted wisdom of subsequent attainment of the hero's path of seeing. Right. So the clear realization of the truth of a hero who has arisen from the path of release, of the path of seeing of a hero, and which is manifestly in the continuum of a person who possessed that in her continuum. So that's the definition of the exalted wisdom of subsequent attainment.
Okay. That thing out of a shock, ya lachi, ta yalan coffee dog, ta jetashilanaco, coffee tongo yore, tat and cook, pale saga yore, teneko, subuto hachi yore, jetashilatre.
So when you're in the subsequent attainment, you are out of meditation. So it's just like when you come out of sleep, and then you get up, you are now having breakfast, drinking coffee, eating pancake, whatever.
Okay.
So that's the subsequent attainment.
That Tiganya and Jamba Yamni Cherry, the Stony Yamni Cherry, the Totem Yamni Cherry, Taco, Shanchu Sem Gomgo, start long at the Cherryco.
And so at that time, then you will be meditating so that your exalted wisdom or meditative voice or exalted wisdom, generating, developing loving kindness, compassion, and practicing generosity, morality, and so forth. So all those are in the post-meditative voice or subsequent attainment.
Cheta, Tanda Yamba Shadivakala, Kujala Shajago Semi Yore, Nije Yore, Jambatrum Zoba, the Kudung and the Cherry Mares.
And so those minds, like the mind of generosity, morality, patience, and so forth, are manifesting at the subsequent attainment. So during the meditative equipoise, they are there, but they are not manifesting.
Okay. What that is what you saw, Terra, you need to Jeta said, and get the Chago.
And so, so that's clear now, right? So during the subsequent attainment, those other minds like the mind of generosity, morality, and so forth, manifests.
And then you need to Jeta Ishina, Nyamja, might be Chablago.
And so the subsequent attainment and the meditative equipoise, are like a mutually exclusive, right? So if it is subsequent attainment, necessarily not meditative equipoise.
Cheta Pejang, not middle and Nimeka Yal and the Lekachi and you mock up Charo, tell you bares.
And so it's like a person who is awake and who is sleeping. So if you cannot be both awake and sleeping, right? Awake and sleeping. So if you are awake and doing work, then definitely you are not sleeping.
Cheta Tanda, you need to Pache Malo said, and you need to number set, and so Tanga Miniko sort of Chaders.
And so the uninterrupted part of the path of seeing and the path of release of the path of seeing is like people in a sleep.
Okay. That is that needed to Jetoji Tini. That's everything you can't mind by the needed to Pache Melon Bada, needed to not long with Gigi. Teme Jeda, Tawa Teni Loda, needed to Jetobi Gigi, Tony to be in Chambada, you don't get to be in Chambata. That is everything you might kind of the Kawari.
So that which is neither of these two root. What are the two roots?
Meditative equipoise and subsequent attainment.
No.
The two
roots. The two root. You're talking about the roots.
Everything kind of mind percent. What?
That which is neither of those two root.
Yeah, the two roots would be the wisdom, the exalted wisdom, meditative equipoise, and exalted wisdom of subsequent attainment, right?
Neither and exalted wisdom of meditative equipoise, nor the exalted wisdom of subsequent attainment. That the namdulamdak parchimlam segoregi nyamtais just show.
Nyendin tono nyamjashida jetavishini.
Karum Kama.
Then you can't remember. Yende tono pachemal, Yende tono nyamja show mari, Yende tono jetavish mares. Hotel Aguta.
In my money, the
What am I bad? Yende tono pach.
Engine on the shash.
Ah, Carlash, Carja.
It's not all the Arab Tishash.
Care.
Yamsha is the Jesuit Kama.
Yeah, Tata. Nyamja show mari, jetavish mares.
Yeah, that's right. So I mean, in Tibetan it's not given, but in English they have already provided in the bracket.
Okay, that's good.
So, no, there's nothing to like check, nothing to test you.
Okay.
So it says it refers to the four imaginables in the continuum of the one, on the uninterrupted path of the hero's path of seeing. And the path of release of the hero's path of seeing, and an awareness which seeks liberation, and a knower realizing the direct perception of emptiness in the continuum of the one, having subsequent attainment of the hero's path of seeing. And so those are the neither meditative exalted wisdom, meditative equipoise, nor the subsequent attainment.
Okay, that's what they tell you.
Any question on that?
Yes.
Yeah, so, okay, so one of the examples of one that is neither of the two roots is a knower realizing direct perception of emptiness in the continuum. So we're saying that is neither the exalted wisdom of meditative equipoise and neither subsequent attainment. But we just said that meditative equipoise on emptiness was an example of an exalted wisdom of meditative equipoise that is neither the uninterrupted path or the path of release. So we're saying that it is a meditative equipoise, but here we're saying it's not a meditative equipoise.
So?
단다 다이처럼 라인 봐. 냠샤는 야 라네 제토비 값수. 얘네다 돈이 모습도 그냥 겸바다. 얘네 니도 모습도 겸바셔야 디데데네다 거선 냠샤이 시린 시고라 저런 게.
돈이 거든 겸바마다. 돈이라 뜻이 냠자실한다 와서. 내가 겸바라고 말해. 대이 채워 자고다.
너는 냠샤이 시리.
냠자할 때 니디 토로 냠자시레스. 얘나 바체 말아야 말아 남로라야 말라 그러던게.
뭐 단도돼 있어. 단도 될라도네.
간데데.
될라도 되나라 벌써 니 돈이라 제주 넘버 냠샤이 시.
아니. 네 올라
단도디.
내가 돈이 가서 좀 겸바마다 냠바냐샤 쇼 말다. 오데.
네네네. 캠바다 냠샤이 시.
가 오들 겸바마다 냠자시 쇼 말해.
네네네. 냠샤이 시디 나 남들람다 바시면 가노 가마야 이나 냠샤이 시.
냠자시 yes. 바체 말아 남로라 거는 말해. 냠자시레스.
So, there's a difference, in the wisdom, exalted wisdom of meditative equipoise. Exalted wisdom of meditative equipoise, meditating on emptiness. So that one is the exalted wisdom of meditative equipoise, right? So exalted wisdom of meditative equipoise, meditating on an emptiness or non-duality. So that is meditative equipoise, but that's neither uninterrupted path nor a path of release. Yeah. But it is uninterrupted. But here it's saying the direct perception of emptiness. The perception of direct perception of emptiness and exalted wisdom of meditative equipoise, meditating on emptiness are different things.
They're different.
They're different, yeah.
Okay. Pejana lado. Tambola tonila teje nyamjashilanda. Nibala tonila toninga to min chembama nyamjashilama dos.
Tambola gandes taarana.
Tambola tonila teje nyamjashilado was. 단단 디들라 안에 니디 토노 제탑이지 토닝에서 좀 쳔발랍도
뭐다 있다 단다 데르게 녜마들아
녜마들라 토니라 테치베 냠자 시라와치 니디 토노 베지지 토니라 테치데메 니디 토노 냠자 시란도 와스 다 단다들라 안에 테지지 체메 자다 타와 테니지 로다 니디 토노 제탑이지 토닝에서 좀 쳔바틀랍šan도
And so the earlier one you can see in the first paragraph on the same page. And it says, for instance, the exalted wisdom of meditative equipoise of the path of seeing of heroes in one-pointed meditative equipoise on emptiness. right? So that's the meditative equipoise. But neither uninterrupted nor path of release, right? But this one here, talking about neither meditative equipoise nor path of the subsequent attainment. For that, it says direct perception of emptiness.
Okay.
So what makes it a difference? What's the difference between how does it become an exalted wisdom versus just the direct perception of emptiness?
더 캠버다 냠샤이시를 가르쳐봐요.
알레레 냠자시나 테마 가사 되게 이 테마도 예전바 개개 요래 온 거요 말이야. 캠바는 코너저 캠바도 요같이 된 적이 그래.
So the direct perception is there all the time. The exalted wisdom of meditative equipoise, is only one object manifesting at that time.
I see.
그러나 단다처럼 못다 땅시 시바처럼 단다 열어봤어.
Okay.
So just like right now, you have the knowledge of knowing how to drive, right?
디시바딩에 저기 오르면 안 돼.
But that knowledge is that mind is not manifesting yet at this time.
다좀 못하다 땅에 갈래처럼 못하다 아니 되게 시바딩에 저대 그랬어. 아니 시바도 잡으러 돼 그랬어.
And so at the time when you're driving, then that mind is manifesting, and other minds are behind.
Is it then accurate to say that it's conjoined with?
No. 간절하게 좀 말했어.
No.
Okay.
자, 다 가다 냠바자 되고 가다 오늘 냠바자 너무 냠바자 안에 뒤질라 미제 템에 샤바 템에 요새 요래서 이난게 제요 말했어.
So just like when you are meditating, when you are meditating on emptiness or selflessness, and when you are on a meditative equipoise, on meditating on the selflessness or emptiness, and at that time you have loving kindness, compassion, bodhicitta, in your mind, like in the case of the Mahayana, right? But those are not manifesting at that time.
I see the difference. Yeah.
Okay?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. that's what you also what.
So now that's clear, right?
Okay, 다 엔딩 통화도 차와 있다시. 되게 엔딩 통화고 거도 차와 있어. 아니 다 주만에 가도 고난도 되고 있다시.
So now with that we have completed the hero's path of seeing now, okay? So next time we're going to talk about we're going to start with the hero's path of meditation.
오치. 다 되지. 다 되네. 다 되는 것도 다 잖아. 가도 되는 바 만대 싸고 있어. 와.
And so we'll stop here for today, and then we're going to recite, like I mentioned earlier, we're going to recite a little bit of Om Mani Padme Hum.
아니 대 지지나 지나도 고지 지지나 고지만 가도 다 남들한테 어떻게 머리 와. 뭐 경고지요.
So
머리. 거 스타세지요. 가서 뭐 나대 봐.
안 돼.
아니 머리엔
머리는 알레 머리는
어때 머리 하고도
엄지쟁이데.
봄도 되는데. 아니 다뭐 가서 가도 나 자가 말고 롱에만 못해 못 나도 왔어. 아니 가도 출연에 투고만 못 나네. 다 가서 아니 네 딸이 숨주도 가로 질러야 아니 맨가로 종시하세. 아니 또 뭐라고 채팅도 아니 만사이다.
남녀가 엄지쟁이데.
엄지쟁이다. 뭐지 건다. 살아봐 건다 용시. 깜보지요. 살아봐 건다. 뭐요?
간데데. 머리는
가서 되네 엄지쟁이요. 뭐 됐다. 뭐 깜보됐다.
네 가서 레기 깨미디.
말 봐.
말아.
Okay, Jennifer, can you explain about you?
I sorry to explain this way. Maureen Cochran? From class. She used to come to class. She hasn't been in class in a long time.
Yeah, she only come to Wednesday class. 담주하고서.
But
엄지 저거래.
야, 뭐
알레레레. 아니 신기 진다.
네.
아카 닝저르레. 뭐 마통 유무친서.
제가 뭐 그런 것만 뭐라 다 시당 수복감 뭐지 다 리코더 어디 차네. 아니 나네 다 나오면 뭐지. 아니 계산 맨가라 통자 고 단대 코벤한테 통화들 말이 뭐라기 나사티 통제해 그래서.
Okay. Yeah, so Maureen, right? Yeah, so is 그래 딸이 숨소지래 왜?
딸이 숨지도 오래.
진짜 숨백이라.
야.
It doesn't matter at all.
It
doesn't. Okay. So yeah, March 30th, I think. Is it when she passed away?
Is that the date, Karen?
March 30th.
Anyway, yeah, so she had a underlying 근데 저런 때 최송대 버를.
제가 간주 말 가르나 파 대화 제사라고 하면 출라 대화 뭐도
알레로스.
제가 아니 간주 산지 나라던데 아니 중앙간도 고송 통송세.
Geshe said, he didn't have a contact with her. There was no way for him to contact her, and she couldn't contact him either. And so he heard, through the news, that she passed away. So we're going to recite, Oman Epimehong for all the people who have passed away, and especially for Maureen, because, she's one of our members and who had a, relation with, for a long time. So we're going to recite, especially dedicating for her also.
디나는 이제 뭐라고 했더니 가서 살라바 건다 가디나 살라바 파지 뭐 따발래 그래. 셴바 뭐 용어 말했어.
And so anyway, she didn't pass away because of the COVID-19. She passed away because of other health issues. And she always come to the Wednesday class. And she also lead the prayers sometime.
어찌다 아니 다 대치 아니 땡글랑 가도 다 레 총월에 아니 가도 가로 샨타 총월에 가지 다 되는 뭐 총송왔어.
And so also then before that, Ray passed away, and then also Chantal passed away.
어제다 다 던데 다 소소까지 깨 던데 전에 다 총도 그래. 다 단대가 내서 사원도 던데 자 아니 간주 뭐라게 또 뭐라지 되게 지내 다 담을래 뭐 사야 말면 몸치라 총 던주 쳤다 아니 파파 셰레드 수준 되나 곰치 아니 만나서나 땡땡 팽기 그래서.
And so there are many people like that, passed away. And then, of course, because of this COVID-19, over 100,000 people have passed away. So, aiming to these people, and if we visualize Avalokiteshvara in the space in front of us and recite Om Mani Padme Hum, then definitely it will help.
Okay. 존재 마그 검도가 조선 제제 월라즈 투제 셰제 돌라즈 셰제들라 샹사로 오만의 뱀에 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 오만의 Oman Pema 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 Omani Pamo, Omani Pamo, Omani Pamo, Omani Pamo, Omani Pamo, Omani Pamo. Umane peme o gewande nyoto do shere zoan drabjere chi drovara che jamali te sala ko pa shu pama semche tamche deta denjere chi ngendro tamche tado towa shancho sembara kana sajo ba teda kenje malo drabjere chi. Okay. Can you guys hear some another chanting? I hear it also.
Yeah, I heard it.
There's some Kurukulla center chanting is coming. I don't know. I put something, someone put. Okay. Okay, thank you. When's Guru Puja day?
Let me check the calendar real quick.
Friday.
It's Friday.
This Friday?
Friday, right? Okay, that's good. I think Friday night also we can come like here like 7 o'clock. Okay, 7 to 8 we can recite Oman Pemel. Okay? Then it's good for everyone, like 7, one more than 100,000 people die, then more than 2 million people have the symptoms, everyone's a little difficult, we all like free, we don't have much to do. At 7 o'clock we come together, we recite
So that one Lama Tsongkhapa's prayer, the beginning, middle, and the end prayer, and then we recite Om Mani
okay.
The beginning, middle, and end prayer.
아니 대제 아니 다 저도 아니 넘바 타와데 파 아니 너무 보셔 나 최대 제대 제가 그냥 배워든 놈들 너만 돈 거고요 아니 저도 아니 자선돼 아니 나 된도 있어.
And so now you can continue with the rest of the prayers.
Okay.
The class prayer, and Geshe has to go.
Okay, everyone.
With the Tibetans now.
Okay.
Thank you, Geshe.
Okay.
Good night.